Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Laz. Welcome to the midday update. What a difference a day makes. Yesterday in the update midday, I talked about, waiting for this trade, waiting for an actionable trade through the level. And we mentioned, if you go back and you watch yesterday's midday update, there was lots of symbols that we talked about, things that are just waiting and looking like they're ready to break higher, but it was a waiting game. And today, pre-market we gapped up, and again you're seeing this just a ramp up right from the open. We do have a big economic number tomorrow morning with jobs, so we'll see what that brings. But right now, as we stand today at lunchtime here on Thursday, there's lots to cover. So let's just jump into it. Some of the symbols that I mentioned yesterday, and I'm going to go through it. We're going to start with Apple. Apple, the one, I guess, surprise. In the sense that it's really just taking the day off. Nothing going there. You suspect that this, given the market being up 230 points and the S&P is up 25 handles, you'd suspect there'd be a little bit more buying here, but nevertheless, pattern still intact, just a little bit of a consolidation there, so no trade. Google continues to, defy all odds, just up and away. Approaching the 700 mark as we were, in the beginning of July, down here around 560. So you can see the power of this move, and I suspect that it's not done yet. We may see, another day or two here of upside. But let's jump into the SPYs here. You can see this, big breakout. We talked about that 142 level yesterday in the midday update. I highlighted it. And right from the open, we were, 141.80 right at the open, and we never looked back. We haven't even pulled back for, more than a few minutes at a time. You can even go down to a 5-minute chart. You can see here, I'll move some of these annotations, just sitting at highs. And I suspect when you see these powerful moves up in relatively short amount of times, what you get for the rest of the day generally is a very choppy sideways type of trade. So I would anticipate, this move's going to consolidate. If we look at the hourly chart, you can see how far we've gone, how fast we've done it. Usually when you get a move like this, at some point it finds a short-term top, and then we'll get some sideways consolidation. So if you haven't participated in the trade this morning, I wouldn't necessarily be chasing this up and being, and buying this. I'd wait for either some sort of, multi-hour consolidation, which could possibly be, just a choppy, afternoon session, or I'd be looking for, trades off of smaller time frames for lower risk type, momentum scalping trades. As far as other symbols go that we mentioned, yesterday, Goldman Sachs got that continuation. I talked about this 13-minute buy setup in yesterday's midday update, and you can see that this trade has continued to be a nice 2-day play here. Again, seeing into 112, 113 here as we speak. Another one that I talked about was LinkedIn. Another 13-minute, buy setup. Again, if you're not familiar with that, that's, we teach that in the Active Trader course. But again, continuation from yesterday's move. So, yesterday's trade setting up into a 2-day move, and at this point, LinkedIn sitting around 117. We talked about 112 half being the pivot. Moving along as far as other trades that a lot of traders were looking at here on the VTF, Akamai, AKAM, that pattern, we're just riding the averages, breaking away today. Cores, seeing some follow through. Look, nice strength here. Multi-day consolidation, breaking out again. Under Armour, as we speak, attempting to break out. So there are a lot of symbols out there that have this just nice, very bullish ascent to them. Pullbacks are being bought. CRUS, another symbol mentioned yesterday, following through to this controlled pullback into the average. Nice 2-day move there. So if you're not participating, in this trade, you need to rethink, how you're approaching this market. Right now, a lot of stocks have had some really great moves. I don't necessarily know I'd be initiating anything new at this point. This is the point you want to take profits. You want to sell into strength. Like I said, tomorrow you have the economic numbers with jobs. So there's a lot of headlines that are going to move this market both up and down. So be prepared, be ready. Right now, it's a very, very good trade if you are on the long side. Not a lot of, not much happening on the short side of the market right now. Plan trader's a profitable trader. Make sure you're tuning into the morning call. Make sure you're tuning into Sperling's, morning pregame video. There's a lot of information being disseminated here, a lot of trade ideas, a lot of things happening. Make sure you're on top of it. Make sure you know where you want to be and why. It makes a world of difference in the end. As always, have a great day.
Hi, I'm Sean Hendelman of T3 Live, where we train, coach, and mentor traders in order to help you put your money to work with confidence. The T3 Live approach is a blueprint for you to recognize, adapt, and ultimately take advantage of different market conditions. To begin your training with T3 Live, we would like to offer you the opportunity to enroll in our free 30-day online home study course. Fill in your name and email address, and I'll see you on the other side.